The door was open and I was pulled right on out. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Morgan Blue and my baby
Justice. What's going on?
And today, if she looks over there, y'all, she's watching the game, so ignore that.
Football.
But today, as you guys can tell by the title, hold on, wait.
Okay, whoa, Holiday. Wait, hold on, Holiday.
We're almost at 3,000 followers, subscribers, family members, all of that jazz.
Family members.
We are almost literally at 3,000. Do you understand how that feels? That feels amazing.
Congratulations, baby.
Thank you.
Happy for you.
So
3K on the way. Come on, run it up.
If you're new here, definitely check out our videos. Check out my old videos. And stay tuned. Give it a thumbs up, like, comment, share, and
subscribe.
Subscribe.
Yeah, I'm good for something.
Subscribe. Please subscribe. But without further ado, let's get into this video. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be telling you our coming out stories. Definitely going to give you guys a little more vulnerability. You guys are going to get an insight on how we are, the people that we are today.
Yeah, and what that process looked like from everywhere from when we realized we like women, and then how did that play out with family and friends once we were confident in that. So I'm excited. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna let Taylor go first.
No, I'm not going first because I always go first. We're gonna
never go first.
Justice go first.
I always go first.
So it's my channel. We gonna make you go first.
You the director. It's your channel. Okay. But let's go. Let's break it up into parts. Then let's both go first, and then talk about. So let's talk about first when we realized we were different and we were gay. And it's funny because I really be trying to think about like when is the moment that I actually knew. But I could always felt like I was different because I was always a little bit more masculine than the average girl that I would be around. And I grew up in the church, and I know that's gonna be a whole different video. Very, very, very into my faith. My family were on my mom's side was very faith based, so went to church all the time. I would say every Sunday, but it was more than Sundays. It was every rehearsal, every meeting, every whatever. I was there, revival, and so dressing up for church quite naturally in the black space was kind of like a thing. So I would wear dresses younger, but I was a basketball player, I was a hooper, I liked being outside. We all did back then, but I was a little bit more aggressive. And so in that route, I knew I was different. And I'm not saying every tomboy or masculine girl is gay, but the time, that's when I was like, okay, I am a little bit different. And then when it came to liking people, I definitely liked boys back in the day, right? Like that's what we all talk about early on. You think about kindergarten, you're like, oh, I got a crush, like, they being me or whatever, all that stuff. So it was definitely me in liking boys. But I think the first time me liking a girl, which is crazy to say this out loud, I was like the first or second grade, and it was somebody at my church. And the girl that was there was a friend of someone who went to my church. So the girl herself didn't go. And she was older, so I don't know, I think if I was like 7, the girl had to be like 14. Like, I don't know, about 14, maybe like 12. She was older. I just remember her being older, but back then, older just seemed like teenager. But I know she probably wasn't a teenager. So she was probably like 11, 12, like middle school, and I was elementary school. And I just remember like feeling away. Like I had butterflies. I'm like, oh, this is weird. I don't really know, and what this means. And the more I got exposed to that feeling, and like 5th grade, you really come to maturity around liking people, like that age range. And I found myself, I did like boys still, because that was what I was used to. But then the girl thing started becoming more and more apparent, and I had felt that way before, but now I was able to define it. Yeah, your turn about when you started finding out.
So my story is a little bit different. I grew up with living in Brooklyn with my grandmother, and actually went to a preschool, and that's when I found. And
y'all in preschool, dog.
She always calls me fast, but I think more so it was just like I was really interested in other people. And so I met a girl that actually became my friend, but that's when I knew that I was like, oh, I think she's cute, and let's play house, and I'll be mommy and you'll be mom.
In preschool still?
In preschool. Yeah, and then moving forward, I met another friend in kindergarten. I remember kissing behind the blocks. And they called my mom and like they told my mom like, you know, Taylor was doing this. But then from then on, like I just knew that I liked girls. I also did have a lot of like guy crushes, and you know, guys would always like crush on me. I had like cute little boyfriends in like third grade. In third grade, I had like crushes like with little boys. But I always was more interested in like girls.
Okay.
And I also think a big thing that played in it was I have brothers, like tons of brothers. So I'm the only girl. And I was always around like that masculine energy. So like I always would want to do what my older brother did.
So you're saying you were masculine as a kid?
I wasn't masculine.
Okay.
I wasn't masculine. I was a tomboy. Like they always wanted to put me in pink dresses, and I was very prissy. Like I liked doing nails and stuff. Yeah, like I would do my dad's nails. I did everybody's nails. I liked being in prissy dresses, but I also liked climbing trees.
What's crazy to me is because like it's funny thinking about the lesbian experience and how it's so vastly different, because I was definitely not into like my little sister. I have a little sister. I have two little sisters, but my sister that's closer to my age, who's younger, my best friend, she was always the pretty one, right? You know this, so she's, you know, she would always do her nails when we were younger, want to play dress up, want to dance like Sierra, and Aaliyah and all these people, and I loved Aaliyah, but I never wanted to, like, I wanted to dress with Aaliyah because Aaliyah was tomboy back in the day, but Suz was the nail and the let's do this, and I was just like, you know, I was cool on dolls, I was cool on the pretty colors. Really? I was just like, no, I was video games. I had
my baby dolls.
Yeah, that's crazy. You know, I was video games hooping. Me and my sister both hooped with my stepdad, like Chris, when I was out there hooping all the time. But we was outside, but I was like more gutter, I guess. Like I don't know, because Sus did the same things I did. Yeah. We kicked it together, but she was always the girly girl. That's crazy to me. Like yeah.
Okay.
So then let's talk about like when we defined it as being gay. I'll let you go.
Like, when do we define it as being gay?
Yeah, like we know we like girls. Like as younger, you don't really know how to name it, but like.
Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I would say, and this is very early on for me once again, but I would definitely say probably in 6th grade. I remember like meeting this girl, and she actually like liked me, and I was like, wait a minute, like, can we like each other? And I actually liked her, and then I remember like kissing her like on a dare, and then all the boys, of course, they were like, oh, Taylor's gay, you know, like all of this stuff. But I remember feeling like, oh, this felt 10 times better than like what it feels like talking to this girl feels 10 times better than what it feels when so-and-so talks to me, and so-and-so being a boy.
I think around the same time that fifth grade to me, 5th or 6th grade, was the time that I knew that it was being gay. That feeling was, you actually do like women, and that is called being gay. But because again, that I thought it was so wrong, and I didn't want to go to hell for the life of me, I would avoid it. And more as I try to avoid it, more and more did those temptations come for me. But it wasn't until, and I even had my girl crushes, right? I would try to get, by certain girls, and it's just funny thing about my friends in middle school, but why you always care about so-and-so? And they just thought it was me being weird. It was like me, I actually crushed on so-and-so, really? You know what I mean? That carried on through middle school, and we went to a private Christian school, right? So it was like, that was a thing, like, if you were gay, like, if that was your identity, you got some consequences for that. And even I think being kicked out. I don't know if that was rumor or real, but I didn't want to play with it. So I probably didn't really say that, I kind of like a girl until freshman year of high school. I remember that was my first time in a non-Christian school. My first time in public school was freshman year. And I got cool with this black chick and this Spanish girl. And the Spanish girl was bisexual. And she was fired. And so I found myself like, I held her hand once. But it wasn't like that. Like, it was just on some, like, she knew that I was, so I think she was just playing with me, but that was my first time saying, okay, I kind of like girls. But then, sophomore year, that was a kinda I like girls, maybe. Sophomore year is when my friends in Dallas, that's why I went to Dallas. I moved to Carrollton, went to Hebron High School, and got cool with some girls, and a couple of them were gay. And so I told my friend, it's funny if she watches this, she's gonna know exactly that moment, but I told her I like girls too.
I don't think I've ever like had that moment of like.
You said it. You
Yeah,
had
like,
to say it verbally at one point.
But to like friends and stuff, like when I was younger, I definitely did. I like in 6th grade, I definitely didn't say that verbally, like to everybody.
Oh, that's what I meant when you named it.
So, well, when I named it for myself.
Oh, for yourself, fair.
Like you in 5th
When was your first time
grade.
saying it then?
Saying it and like everybody knowing about it.
That's not my coming out story. That wasn't my coming out. This is me just saying it to like 1 or 2 individuals. That I actually, I like girls. Like, even my crush. Like, I never told crushes and none of that. You don't remember naming it for the first time? Verbally.
Probably when I dated the first girl that I ever dated.
Which was, okay, let's go to the coming out story.